What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here bringing you another episode in the series of how many shares of a certain company do you need to own to make $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and even $100 a week. So in these episodes, I do go over the ticker symbols that you guys do request. So these are the ones that you guys have requested so far. So if there's one on the list that I haven't covered in the past, or you guys want me to revisit, let me know. I'll be happy to add it to the list. But anyways, we'll pull up the company and Seeking Alpha, look at the company profile, look at the chart, see how the performance has been, then go to the dividend summary where we'll look at the dividend information, then we'll pull up the calculator, crunch the numbers to see how much of money you'd have to have invested to make $1,000 a month in dividends, $100 a month, and then $100 a week as well. So, and then we'll actually wrap it up with looking at the dividend yield, showing us if currently right now is the best opportunity to enter it or if it was in the past. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. In this episode, we will be going over HESM. So let me go ahead and pull it up on Seeking Alpha. All right, guys, so it's ticker symbol HESM. Hess Midstream LP, currently trading about $30.69. If we do pull up the company profile, we can read a little bit about them. So Hess Midstream LP owns, develops, and operates and acquires midstream assets. The company operates through three segments: gathering, processing, and storage. The terminaling and exporting. The gathering segment owns natural gas gathering and compression systems, crude oil gathering systems, and produced water gathering and disposal facilities. Its gathering systems consist of approximately 1,380 miles of high and low pressure natural gas and natural gas liquids gathering pipelines with a capacity of approximately 590 million cubic feet per day. Crude oil gathering system comprises approximately 560 miles of crude oil gathering. As you'll see here, guys, this is in the energy sector. They are actually in the oil and gas storage and transportation. It's nothing showing up for employees, but they were founded back in 2014. You can look at their website at hessmidstream.com if you want to learn a little bit more about them. But let's go ahead and go over here, guys, back to the chart so we can kind of see their performance. So on the year to date, they are actually up by 3.44% in the green. On the 1 year, they're up by 3.61%. On the 5 year, they are up by 53.76%, and then on the 10 year, they don't have the 10-year mark here so far, so it's not going to show it. And then total, since they've been publicly traded, they're up about 18.59%. I guess when they started back in, or I guess how far it goes to 2017, it's showing that they started trading around $25.58. If we do look at the 52-week range, the 52-week low is $25.63, and then the 52-week high is $33.32, trading a little closer, kind of in the middle, but closer to the 52-week high. EPS is a 2.05, PE 14.94, dividend rate $2.47, and the yield is a 8.05%. Market cap is a 6.98 billion market cap, so very, very good there. If we do pull up the actual dividend scorecard, we can kind of see what they have on the dividend summary. Again, they are in the energy sector. Dividend yield is an 8.05%, towards the higher end here. Annual payout is a $2.47. So for every share you do own, you'd get $2.47 every year. Payout ratio is over 100%, so it's 116.91%. Not sure if it's on correct on Seeking Alpha, but definitely don't take this. You might want to double check this. 5-year CAGR is at 11.82%, so definitely double-digit 5-year CAGR. That means they've been growing their dividend for over the double digits here in the past 5 years, which is great. Dividend growth is showing 6 years, and then they do pay out quarterly, which they pay out 62 cents every single quarter. But let's go ahead and pull up the calculator so we can crunch these numbers, guys. So first one we want to do is figure out how much of this company would you have to invest at the current share price right now to make about $1,000 a month. So we want to make $1,000 a month. There's 12 months in a year, so annually we do need to make $12,000. If you take those $12,000 divided by the annual payout, which is that $2.47, this will actually give you the total number of shares that you need to own. So you need to own roughly about 4,858 shares, and then if you come up here, you multiply those total number of shares times the current share price, this would give you the total amount that you'd have to have invested, which is about $149,101. If you invested at this current share price, you'd be roughly making about $1,000 a month. Of course, they pay out quarterly, so you'd be getting about $3,000 every quarter. You just split that out evenly every month, and that's roughly about what you would get. A quick way to calculate this is take the $12,000 that you need to make annually divided by the dividend yield, which is at 8%, and then you'll see we roughly get about $149,000 as well. That's a quick way to calculate that in case you just want a rough estimate. Another one that we can do now is $100 a month. This one's a little bit more achievable because it does require a lot less capital. But if you take $100, we want to make, there's 12 months in a year, so annually we do need to make $1,200 divided by the annual payout, which is at $2.47. And one thing I did want to note is you could actually take the previous answer and divide it by 10, and that would give you the result. But since we're just walking through the steps step by step, I'm going to go ahead and show the math for anybody that's interested there. But you need about 485 shares here, and you would get about $100 every month. But if you multiply that times the current share price, which is at $30.69, you'd have to have invested about $14,910 at this current share price. You'd be roughly making about $100 every single month, or $300 every quarter. Quick way to calculate this again is take the 1,200 divided by the dividend yield, which is at 8%. And you'll see you get roughly about 14,000 as well, close to about 15,000. And let's go ahead and do the last one, guys, which is $100 every single week. I think this one's pretty great. Imagine getting $100 every week. That would be awesome. So we want to make $100 every week. There's 52 weeks in a year, so annually we do need to make 5,200. If you take the 5,200 divided by the current annual payout, which is at $2.47, you would have to own about 2,105 shares, and then you'd be roughly making that $100 every week. If you take those current share price times, the current amount of shares times the current share price, this would tell you how much you'd have to have invested right now. So you'd have to invest about $64,610. Of course, if you've been investing in these type of companies for the long term and they've been growing their dividend and you've been reinvesting those dividends, it does require a lot less capital because time is on your side, and that compounding effect is very, very awesome. Of course, I'm not invested in this type of company. I like more of the lower dividend yielding companies, and this one's definitely way above my dividend yield safety for me. But if we take the 5,200, quick way to just verify our calculations, divided by the dividend yield, which is at 8%, you'll see that we do have, or I guess you'd have to have invested about $64,000 as well. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video, guys, by looking at the dividend yield, showing us when the best opportunity is or was in the past to enter this stock. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, guys, so here's the dividend yield for this company. As you'll see, here's the dividend yield. It'll fluctuate. It's the past 5 years. So you'll see that back in 2018, 2019, they had about a 6 to 7% dividend yield. And of course, in 2020, that March crash, it spiked up all the way till about 25% or so, and then it has been going down. It's been around on 10, 11, and it's been slowly getting a 6, 7. So definitely around the March 2020 was the best opportunity to enter the stock if you were planning to purchase, you would have made a very good dividend yield on that, of course, if that means they didn't cut the dividend. But anyways guys, this is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know any other companies you guys want me to add to the list. I'll be happy to do so. Don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark. Definitely would appreciate it as well if you wouldn't mind dropping a big thumbs up. Helps out the channel, goes a long way, and I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, let me know if you guys own this company. Are you investing for the long term? Definitely would love to know. I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye guys.